We might be looking at overtime soon.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got overtime coming. So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Henderson.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And at this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Touchdown, Ohio State! They jump on top here in OT. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs. They can move and run all over the place and give you so many options. Is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Bama! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Now first down here in the second overtime. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable, flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to run a couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching?
Touchdown tie! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He'll start this drive firing. He'll pull it down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Trying to get to him. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
They're trying to get to him. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. 1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. They keep attacking through the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Trailing by a touchdown, 3rd and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. Their last chance. Ball game could be decided right here. 4th and goal. To throw, it's Howard. Coming after it. That'll do it. The sack ends it as the defense puts the final nail in the coffin. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.